What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest ArrowOS on this device. And by the way, this is the official build of ArrowOS, which is based on MIUI vendor, not on the OS's vendor. Now, if you want to see a full review on the community build, which is based on OS's vendor, you can check out the card right there, or you can check out the description. I have made plenty of videos on the OS's vendor based ROM. Yes, the performance on the OS's vendor based or the community build of ArrowOS is a little bit better on the Redmi K20 Pro. But here you get the most amount of stability, in my personal opinion, on this official MIUI vendor based ArrowOS. Let me show you this official build today, which is the 4th June 2021 build. And you can see the device name here shows as Rafael N. We have the ArrowOS logo up top in the Android version section. And here the security patch level is May 5th, 2021, not quite June yet. Maybe the next build will be having the June security patch. And here the ArrowOS version shows as Android 11, of course. And if you keep tapping on it, you get this Android 11's Easter egg. Let me go back. We have the stock kernel as perf G kernel. Now let me show you, there are two separate builds, of course. One is the vanilla and one is the GApps. I have flashed the GApps included version. You can also go with the vanilla version if you want to, but I feel the GApps included version is a little bit better to go with, because the updating process and stuff will be a lot better on this. If you do not know how to update the ROM manually whenever there is a new update, you can check out the card right there. Talking about the home screen, this is how it looks like, and the wallpaper I'm using from the Wallpy app. You can definitely use that app. I'll link it below in the description, do not worry. And over here, the whole launcher is very smooth. We have the Google's Discover page to the left side of the home screen. Swiping up gets you to the app drawer, and there is the searching option over here, as you can see. And you can swipe down anywhere in the home screen to get the quick settings panel, and the widgets and stuff in the home screen is totally working fine. By the way, this is the ArrowOS launcher, as you can see, present by default here. And on the recent panel, this is how it looks like. We have the app info, then the split screen and the pin app option. And here we have the screenshot and the clear all option. Now here in the settings, we have the allow edit option, notification dots, then the add app icons to the home screen, and we have the show Google app, and we have the search bar option. You can enable or disable them. Then you can also disable the suggestions if you want to over here. And we have the icon pack changing option. So if you're installing some more icon packs, it will appear over there. Hidden apps option is there, so you can hide particular apps. The notification gestures are there, and there is also double tap gesture. So yes, you can double tap anywhere in the home screen to make the phone sleep, just like this. This is how the always on display looks like. Looks very beautiful. It has the weather and stuff. You can enable it from the settings. I'll show you that. Now let me show you the fingerprint scanner speed over here. As you can see, it unlocks. Let me show you one more time from the always on display. As you can see, it unlocked again. From the lock screen over here, as you can see, again it unlocks fine. Now from the lock screen again, yes, it does unlock fine. So no issues with the fingerprint scanner. Most of the time the fingerprint scanner works fine. Only issue I have faced with the night light over here. So if you have night light turned on, and if you're using very low brightness, I have seen the fingerprint scanner sometimes doesn't work. Let me show you. As you can see right now, it's working fine. All right, that was cool. And now it's working fine. Sometimes I have seen it doesn't work, but right now it's totally working fine. So I can't blame the ROM over here. As you can see on camera, with low brightness, it is actually working fine with the night light turned on again. Now let me show you the quick settings panel. Here you can edit and add multiple toggles. As you are noticing, plethora of options are there for the quick setting panel, and you can add any toggle over here. Let me show you what I have added. Of course, first we have the night light and stuff, then the battery saver, the dark theme option is there, and we have the Android 11 screen recorder. With this, you can record the device audio and the microphone audio at the same time, so that works fine. And also we have the hotspot, then the do not disturb, the data saver, also the reboot toggle is there. So as you can see, there is the recovery option. So if you tap and hold on it, you can directly reboot to recovery. And the receiving option is also there, and it is actually working fine. And there is a sound toggle, so you can put it on ring notification or the vibration and stuff, I mean. And if you tap and hold on it, you get the volume panel just like this. And you can expand the volume panel over here. Let me jump into the settings. Here, if you go into the network settings and this mobile networks, we have this Wi-Fi calling. As you can see, you can turn it on if you want to. And this is how the stock dialer looks like, as you are noticing. But I would say, yes, there is no call recording option, but VoLTE calling and stuff is totally working fine. It would have been better if there was a call recording option, but simply it's not there in the stock dialer at least. And in the network settings again, we have this traffic indicators too, so you can enable the traffic indicator if you want to. Small mobile data type icon is there. Then we have the other things like the mobile plan, hotspot, anti-tethering and stuff like that. Let me go back in the battery settings. Here is how it looks like. And there, if you tap on this top area, we have the full battery usage over here and the battery life. Here, this ROM surpasses every other ROM. Let me tell you, my device has almost 500 plus charging cycles. So the battery is like pretty much very old. Even now, the battery life over here on this particular ROM I'm getting is just insane. I'm getting about 7 to 8 hours of screen on time or even more than that. I think if you want to push this battery life, you can definitely push it up to 9 to 10 hours of screen on time pretty much on this particular ROM. That is just insane for a ROM like this. So yeah, this is why I would say if you want the best battery life on the Redmi K20 Pro, definitely go for the ArrowOS official build. As you are seeing the screenshots and stuff, the battery life is just insane on this particular ROM. No issues that I have had. Now here we have the last full charge, then the screen usage time or the screen on time, then the battery temperature shows up over here, and you can change the scale of it from Celsius to Fahrenheit if you want to. And we have the battery manager over here. Then we have the battery saver. Also we get the thermal profiles, and you can change the thermal profiles to default, benchmark, browser, camera, dialer, and then the gaming mode and the YouTube and stuff. You can change those. Smart charging option is also there, so if you want to enable that, you can. Battery charging light is there, so this is for the notification light on the pop-up camera. And we also have the battery icon style. From here you can change the battery icon style to this icon portrait, circle, dotted circle, filled circle, etc. And also we have the battery percentage changing option. You can change it to next to the icon or inside the icon if you want to. Also let me tell you, I have been using a 33 watt fast charger over here. That is totally working fine, as you're noticing the wattage over here. So yeah, no issues with fast charging on this particular ROM. Now let me jump into the display settings. This is how it looks like. We have the brightness level on top, then the dark theme is there, and you can schedule the dark theme. Also you can change the color buckets over here. Let me actually show you what color buckets do you get. So you get these device default, material ocean, raven black, and these all other options. I have been using it with the raven black of course because of the AMOLED display, and it looks this pitch black kind of look. So yeah, very cool looking like dark theme that you can get. You can customize it even. And we have the night light option. Then you can schedule the night light and change the intensity of it from here. Then we have the adaptive brightness, the auto brightness that is, and we have the styles and wallpapers. And from here you can actually like set a custom theme. So let me show you. If you tap on the plus icon, there we get all of these fonts, these 5 fonts that you get. The Google Sans, then the normal Google Sans and stuff. This is the Lato Sans, and we have this Noto Sheriff, Source Sans Pro, and we have the OnePlus Lite. And also we have this default one. We have the choose icons, and as you are noticing, these are the icon packs that you get for the status bar icons. And here we get the accent colors. As you can see, plethora of accent colors are there. There is a yellow and stuff, and this kind of red. Plethora of accent colors that you get, as you are noticing. But yes, you have to set a custom theme from here. Otherwise you cannot simply separately change the accent colors. And this is the default wallpaper that you get over here, the ArrowOS wallpaper. Now in the grid option, we have up to 6x6 grid, as you are seeing. We also have this 5x6 grid. And in the clock option, we have these many lock screen clocks up to this fluid one, then the ID and stuff. Type, analog, not the most amount of clock customization I would say, but yes, plenty of clocks are there in terms of these like lock screen clocks, as you are noticing. Screen timeout is there, then the auto rotate screen is there, colors are set to boosted over here, and we have the lock screen option. Here we do get the lock screen charging info, then we have the display media cover art. Also we can change the screen of animation over here, and you can change it to CRT, scale, or default. Let me scroll down. We have the always show time and info, that's for the always on display, and wake screen for notification and stuff is there. Then prevent accidental wake up is also there. Then we have the fingerprint unlock. This is the always unlock with the fingerprint scanner or the force fingerprint option, and it does work super fine. After a reboot, I don't simply have to enter PIN. I just tap my fingerprint scanner and the device unlocks. That is just very convenient for me. Then we have the double tap to wake and the enable blurs option, and if you scroll down, we have the font size, display size, and the DPI customization. Then we have the weather customization for the lock screen weather and stuff, so you can enable that and change their style if you want to. In the status bar items, we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons, as you are noticing. Also the VoLTE icon and stuff is there, and we have the anti-flicker or the DC dimming mode enabling option over here. In the sound settings, this is how it looks like. We have all of these like ring, notification, etc. volume customization. Then we have the show volume panel on the left side if you want to. And by the way, again, as you can see, it is working. Let me scroll down. We have this phone ringtone changing options, of course. then the dial pad tone, screen locking sound, charging sound, touch vibration, etc. Then the in-call vibrations are there. The vibrate on connect, call waiting and disconnect is there. Then inside audio direct, we have this Mi Audio Direct, and with this I have been using it with the youth edition, of course, as usual. And with that, the sound quality via the headphone jack and Bluetooth as well is amazing. No issues whatsoever that I have faced. And in the sound preset, we have these many presets. Also, you can go for the hi-fi audio option if you want to have the hi-fi audio DAC kind of thing. Here in the security, this is how it looks like. We have the fingerprint option. Then we have in the settings FOD recognizing animation and stuff. Then from here, recognizing animation, you can change the recognizing animation pretty much to anything. As you can see, you get this rhythm, Cosmos, McLaren, Stripe, Wave, etc. options. So yes, the fingerprint scanner animations are there, but for that, make sure you go into this kind of settings, then enable this FOD recognizing animation, then change these animations from here. So I have showed you the fingerprint scanner speed already. So let me just set up the face unlock right now. Let's just click next. And yeah, pretty much done. Right now, let's just double tap anywhere in the home screen and double tap to wake. So I think I have to swipe up. Let me just swipe up like this. So yeah, it unlocks. As you can see, I have to double tap over here. Then from the lock screen, I just swipe up and it unlocks. So yeah, very reliable face unlock in my opinion. And here we also have the app lock. So that is just great. As you are noticing, you can lock any particular app from here. That is good. And we can also hide the notification. Also, you can search for any particular app over here if you are not able to find it from this like panel. Also, we have this lock app after option. You can set it to instantly, 15 seconds or screen off. I have been using it with the 15 seconds. Yes, the app lock is working fine. As you are noticing, this is how the app lock interface looks like. But sometimes I have seen that whenever it's giving me a hidden notification, if I tap on that notification or any app that is locked, if I tap on their notification, that app simply opens up. That is a little bit weird for me because the app should show this kind of like locked panel over here. Earlier it used to work when I used ArrowOS last time, but I don't know what's broken right now. As of right now, I would say whenever you're tapping on a locked app's notification, that is like not working. It's just straight up opening the app. It's not showing you this app lock kind of thing over here. So yeah, but the app lock is actually working fine from the home screen or from the app drawer. As you are noticing, we have this use face option, then the pin option, and then we have the fingerprint scanner option. So if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks. Now let me show you the buttons and gestures. Here we get the customizations and we have the enable advanced restart option. By the way, this is how the power menu looks like. As you are noticing, you can enable or control the Google Home smart lights. And if you tap on restart, as you can see right now, you can directly reboot to recovery or fast boot from these settings. So yeah, the advanced reboot is actually there and it is working fine. Then we have the power menu actions and these are the options that you get. Let me go back. We have the invert layout, then the playback control, volume, wake option. And yeah, we have the gestures right now. Here we get the quickly open camera and stuff. And let me go back. We have the activate the torch option. This is for the long press power button toggle torch, but there is no double press power button toggle torch here. And we have the system navigation gestures. There we get the full screen navigation gestures. If you go into the settings of it, we have the gesture bar length customization. As you can see, the gesture bar is quite long right now because I have customized that, but there is no option for changing the thickness of this build bar. That is how it is. And we have the dead zone option and stuff. Let me go back. We have the 2 button and 3 button navigation as well. Then swipe to take screenshot is there. By the way, this swipe to take screenshot does not have the scrolling option. It has only share, edit and delete option. In the power menu, we have this device controls and stuff. Let me go back. We have the double tap to sleep on the status bar as well. That is working fine. Now talking about the system panel, let me show you. This is how the system panel looks like. In the updater section, we do have a system updater. You can check for updates from here. And here we have the front camera sound effects too. And we get the front camera sound effects option. These are the options that you get. You can disable the sounds if you want to. Camera LED disabling option is also there. Then we have the default keyboard as Gboard. Let me tell you, there is no option to calibrate the front camera here. And talking about the camera stuff, yes, we do get this Google Camera Go edition by default. And yeah, it does work fine. Let me show you the front camera over here. As you are noticing, it is working fine. And you can of course use this camera. This is a very good like stock camera, I would say. You can also take videos and stuff. This is a very good basic like stock camera in my opinion to have, better than the old kind of Google camera, I would say, in any ROM. And here I have also installed the ANX camera version 185R, and you can switch between lenses with this kind of camera, as you are noticing. So yeah, if you don't know how to flash this ANX camera on this particular ROM with Magisk and stuff, or if you don't know how to get the Magisk hide and banking apps working after flashing Magisk, check out the card right there, or you can check out the description. Also with the ANX camera, the front camera and stuff, everything is working. You should not worry about that. Talking about the safety net, it passes the safety net test right out of the box as you are seeing. I have been using it with the Magisk Guide, and of course that is working super fine. Banking apps over here is not a problem, even out of the box or with Magisk. My DRM certification still shows as L3 because I have broken it previously. So yeah, but if your certification shows as L1 right now, even if you flash this particular ROM, it should be L1 and it should be intact. So do not worry about breaking your DRM certification or something over here, because this is simply a MIUI vendor based ROM, not even OSS vendor based ROM. Also, if you are worried about the Google Assistant working or not, let me show you. Hey Google. As you can see, the voice trigger is working fine and it has this new kind of Google Assistant. And let me show you one more time. Okay Google. As you can see, with both keywords, the Google Assistant is working fine. Now, if you are worried about the performance, let me show you by opening a couple of apps that if they are in memory. As you can see, I have opened plenty of apps over here. So yeah, I'm going to open them from memory or RAM over here. So first let's open Chrome, and as you can see, it is in memory. Facebook is out of memory, I guess, and it reloaded. Twitter is reloading again, and the Play Store is in memory. YouTube still in memory. Instagram, as you can see, is in memory. Google Home, yes, it is in memory. Spotify, yes, it is in memory. Now let's open Flipkart. That is too in the RAM, and the Coin Switch app is still in the RAM. So yeah, the RAM management over here is just like better, I would say, than other ROMs. And the Facebook, I think, does this all the time. No. Okay, so yeah, the Facebook was going out of memory. Instagram is reloading too right now. Google Home still in memory. So memory management may not be too great, but yeah, it is livable, I would say. 4 to 5 apps should be pretty great over here if you are switching between apps. But as you can see right now, the Play Store has been removed from memory too. Coin Switch is still in memory, and the Flipkart app still in memory. So yeah, some apps do get out of memory, but yeah, that's how it is. The RAM management, in my opinion, is not bad at all, but yeah, it might be not as good as the Pixel Experience Plus or something. So yeah, that's how it is. But in terms of the performance benchmarks, here are the AnTuTu and Geekbench score of this particular ROM. If you ask me personally, this ArrowOS is pretty much a best daily driver for me, at least, because simply it offers like decent performance with the best battery life that I've ever got in a custom ROM pretty much. So that is how I feel, and that is out of the box. I don't have to like flash any separate kernel, or I don't have to tweak anything in the like settings and stuff. Without even doing anything, the battery life over here is just insanely good, and the ROM is a very stable kind of experience over here. So that is how I feel about the latest ArrowOS official build on the Redmi K20 Pro, which is based on MIUI vendor again, except for that app lock kind of bug where you just tap on the notification and that app opens even though the app is locked. Except that bug, everything is fluid over here, everything is working flawlessly. So do share this video out with your friends if you want to show them the ArrowOS latest build on the Redmi K20 Pro, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.